go outside. The snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine.
Let's do some gifts for book lovers. This isn't going to be buy this fiction book, buy this fiction book, buy this fiction book. This is more of like a gift guide for people who you don't want to buy proper novels for. I am one of those people that I don't particularly like people buying my books for me. I much prefer picking my own books. I'm very, very picky, and I'm not like, when someone picks a book for me, I'm not like thrilled because I'm like, oh, what if I don't like it? I don't really get excited to read it. I just like picking my own books. So I thought I'd do a gift guide for people like me, or like if you have someone like me in your life, because it's really hard if you've got a book lover but you can't buy books for them. So I've made a list of everything that you can buy them instead. These aren't going to be for everyone. Pick and choose what you think would work for your person. There's going to be some more expensive stuff in here because books can get expensive, but hopefully some of them won't be. I'm mainly going to be linking Waterstones because I know everyone has access to Waterstones. I also will be linking bookshop.org, but all of the things that I'm going to mention are examples. They're kind of like, I'm giving you themes and then giving you some examples of the themes on Waterstones, but feel free to go elsewhere, find the thing in the theme that fits for your person. I'm also going to give some suggestions of other places that you can find the things. First up, a classic coffee table book. I feel like straight up you might be like, oh, but they don't own their own home. I have a sibling who still lives with her grandparents and they still have like coffee table type books everywhere because they are beautiful. I think coffee table books you can go wrong less with. As long as they're on a genre that they like, they're probably gonna love it, as long as it's pretty. I have seen these everywhere. Like, they are everywhere. Mainly interior design shops like Rowan. I was in Rowan the other week. They have tons of coffee table books. Obviously, Waterstones has a ton as well. I'm gonna go into some examples from Waterstones, but look places like Rowan, TK Maxx. I actually was in TK Maxx yesterday and they had the Tom Ford coffee table book, which is just viral everywhere at the minute. So definitely look there because obviously they're not auto pay either. I also got the first example that I have on Waterstones from TK Maxx. I have this one so I can actually go get it. So I'm going to pop it up on screen first, and it's the Landscape Photographer of the Year book. If you have someone who loves photography, they're probably going to like this book, especially if they're a landscape photographer. I am a travel photographer. I'm not so much landscape, but landscapes come into my work because I do travel, so I love this book. So this is the one that I got from TK Maxx. I got this midway through this year, and I think it's last year's. Hang on, we really struggled finding which year it was. So if you're gonna get like a yearbook, if you're gonna go for TK Maxx, you're not gonna get this year's probably. I think this was last year's and we got it like June, July-ish. This was RRP 20 and I think we paid £12 for it. And I love it as a photographer. It just gives me so much inspiration. I love I opened it at my favourite page, like look at these books in it. It's really educational for people who are learning in photography because it has the settings, it has the camera, it has the lens, I think. Yeah, it does. It also has like what's been done in post-production, so there's no kind of unreal expectations set by it. There's loads of genres. You can definitely get portrait books and nature books. I'm trying to think what other photography. You might be able to get wedding ones, I'm not sure, but I think if you're a photographer, landscapes is pretty safe. Like even if you don't do landscape and you do weddings, you're probably still gonna like the Landscape Photographer of the Year book. Like I say, this one's last year, but you can get this year's from Waterstones, it's out. I personally don't think it's the prettiest on the front. It's not like your stereotypical like Tom Ford one, but it's still a beautiful coffee table book. That is the only one that I have. I would appreciate a coffee table book. That is on my list, but that's the only one that I have in person, so the rest is gonna be completely pop-ups. The next one is a relevant one and I'm going to pop it up now. It is the Taylor Swift fashion book. I saw this in Waterstones the other day. Couldn't believe it. Really cool. Very up to date because it's got Eras Tour outfits on. It's very current. If you have a Taylor Swift fan in your life, which I'm sure you probably will, the likelihood of that is high. This is a cute little coffee table book. It's not huge. I think from memory it's just like a normal A4 size coffee table book, so it's a bit smaller. If they love Taylor Swift, they're probably gonna like it, and it has fashion in there and it's just pretty. If you have a film lover in your life, there is this Wes Anderson book, and it's mainly photography because I think a lot of coffee table books are photography. The main thing of them is the pictures, but this one, like Accidentally Wes Anderson, has the link to the film ties. You can definitely get other coffee table books that are more filmy. are more tailored towards the topic that you're looking for. Like I think I saw a space one. Like you can get ones on every topic, you just have to find them. And then you can go for more classic ones like the Chanel one, like the Tom Ford one that I've mentioned. They're definitely more classics, but if you're looking for more classic interior ones, definitely go into places like Rowan. For coffee table books, I would highly recommend buying them in person, because like I say, with them, the beauty of them is like the book itself, like looking at them. It's not so much the contents of them, but more just how they look. So I would highly recommend going in store, going into Waterstones. Waterstones normally puts the coffee table books like upright on a shelving system where they're facing forward, so they're very easy to find. Interior stores have them dotted all over. TK Maxx has a full section. I definitely recommend, if you're going to go for a coffee table book, see it in person before you buy it. Next one is Penguin Classics, and I just think they're beautiful. Or just any cloth bound classic book. I think there are some besides Penguin. They're just stunning, and I feel like any book lover wants at least one of these. I am not particularly a classics reader. The only classic I've ever read is Sherlock Holmes and Little Women, but I would still love one of these books just to have one, because they are absolutely stunning. There are so many to choose from. Even if they aren't a classic reader, they're still a really nice gift. I'm just having a look now, and there are Jane Austen, there are Shakespeare, there are modern, I wouldn't say like modern, but like modern classic. But there are also children's classics, so if they are really not a classic reader and you don't think they'll like it, you could even get one of the children's classic, like A Christmas Carol would be really cute. There's Grimm's Fairy Tale, Watership Down, I think that's quite big in America, Dracula, Charlotte's Web, Secret Garden. Like there's probably a children's version that they've read, even if they aren't a classics kind of reader. I just think, honestly, they are beautiful books, and I feel like everyone appreciates them. Especially if they're a Jane Austen gal. I mean that in a genderless way. But if they're a Jane Austen person, get them one of these books. Next one isn't so much a book, but they look like books. So, photo album books. Again, biased photographer, I love them, but I feel like when they look like books, even book lovers can really love them. I've seen them in TK Maxx again. I saw some in Rowan. I'm using Rowan because it's like the only interior design shop that we have up in the northeast that I've been in recently, so that's why I'm bringing them up. But it could be like Barker and Stonehouse, places like that, like White Company. I'm sure there's so many places that do them, but I'm just using Rowan because I was there last week. I found a few online as well, and there's a place called Rosemood that does fabric photo books with the foil stamp title. They look really cute. But Printworks, these are beautiful. There are so many different types. I absolutely love them. Like the Dog's Life one, incredible. These are the ones that are a bit more expensive. They are like 50 quid, but oh my god, are they stunning. They look like books, but with photos. I think this is a beautiful gift, especially if they're photo orientated. They don't have to be a photographer, just if they're photo oriented. They love their family. They love taking pictures of you as a couple or a friendship group. Like, this is a stunning gift, and these ones, absolutely beautiful. Next one, hobby books. And it's kind of sticking with the coffee table books, but pretty hobby books. Obviously you can get them books that aren't as pretty, but Waterstones do have some really beautiful, like pretty hobby books. I can't find the one that I'm meaning. I'll link it below if I can find it, but they have a beautiful indoor plant book at the minute that I'm desperate to get Jack, and it's stunning because it is a coffee table book, but it's more functional than that because it has a lot of information about houseplants in there, and Jack loves houseplants. So there's that. I also found, if they love nature, Planet Earth do a book, and there's Planet Earth 3 out at the minute. If they love nature, they're probably gonna love Planet Earth and nature documentaries. Beautiful book. If they love hiking, I found this hike book, which is really pretty. It's got a review on there and it says it's stunning. And it actually has hikes for like all over the planet. You could go more like narrow than that. I actually have like a Northumberland one, so you can get like really narrow. There's even like Hadrian's Wall ones in Waterstones. You can do really specific to like their local area, or if they're more traveling people, you could get this one that does hikes all over the world, and then they could make their own little list out of it and tick it off, and I think it's just a really sweet one. Or if they like sewing, I found this sewing book, which is really pretty, and just again, functional info. And then there's recipe books. I didn't link a recipe book because wow, are they expensive, but I would say make it specific. A few years ago, we got Jack's mum, who loves to cook, like a dough one because she was getting really into like breads and donuts and things like that. She loved it. I've got Jack vegan ones in the past. Make it specific to them. And again, just make it pretty. Next one is a bit more, you need to know them, but getting a special edition of their favourite book would be a beautiful gift, if it's possible. Obviously, a lot of books don't have special editions, but some do. I found this beautiful version of Circe by Madeline Miller, which is just beautiful. Waterstones actually has a full section of like special edition, I can't remember what they call it, but like special edition books of books that are popular. So just go in that section, see if they have their favourite book, or even if it's not their favourite book, just a book that you know they love. I feel like sometimes it can feel a bit scary doing that because they already own the book, but if they love it, they're probably not going to be mad about having a special edition. Hunger Games just came out with a new special edition set. That could be really cute. Or you could upgrade one of them. If they have the paperback of their favourite book, get them the hardback, if they like hardbacks. Final few, so notebooks. And this is more, again, not exactly books, but I do feel like they're bookish. One that I love is a line a day journal. You can get these from Waterstones. I think these are lovely. It's very low commitment. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you do it, it's 1 line a day. And then you can get ones that are like 5 years. I think the one I linked is a 5-year one. And I think the idea of when you get to the next and then you can see what happened the year above is just so really cute. And you can get beautiful ones. The one that I've linked is really, really pretty. You could also get them a guided journal, which is for people who want to maybe get into journaling but aren't really up for doing a just completely freestyle. Like, I wouldn't know what to write if I was just faced with the blank pages. You can get a guided one. I've linked one that's called 99 Things That Bring Me Joy, and that looks really cute. I also linked the positive bullet journal. I can't remember what's inside this one, but I'm sure I remember picking this up in Waterstones and thinking it was absolutely adorable. I also just really like the cover. It's really simplistic. I think you can get these in other colours and bigger sizes as well. I think this is the bullet journal. I think they have just the positive journal. Again, with these, you can get them in other places, but I just thought I'd link everything in Waterstones. And within this category, one that makes sense, a book journal. Get them one that can do in person. I think a lot of us book readers track it somewhere. I use Storygraph, but even if they do track it online, it can be really fun to do like a written book journal. And even if they don't 100% want to do this, it's really nice to own one, because they could do it that just if they find a new favourite book, they could just log all their favourite ones. I have linked one from Waterstones, but there are tons of them everywhere. Etsy, like, there are tons of book journals. I also wanted to say with notebooks, Paperchase is a really good place for like really different ideas of journals. TK Maxx, again, Etsy. There are loads of places you could find these. And finally, ending with the easy one, gift cards. We love a gift card. And I know a lot of people see gift cards as like cop-outs. Not for book lovers. I love getting a Waterstones gift card because books are expensive. And if it's from Waterstones as well, if there's someone who reads secondhand, it might feel like a little bit of like a gift to do a fancy, ooh, I'm gonna get a new book. Or if they do shop secondhand, get them a voucher for wherever they buy them. Get them a bookshop voucher, then you're supporting small bookstores. I would say stay away from Amazon because they're not great. Get a voucher for wherever they buy books, or like a audiobook, Audible. I think you can get Audible gift vouchers. I wouldn't say it's a cop-out with bookshops, because you want to pick your own books. And we always have massive TBRs, so give us some money to get them. Anyway, that is going to be it. I hope you found that useful. I'm sure there are more people out there like me that don't like books being bought for them but want bookish presents. If you have any more suggestions for people, please leave them in the comments. I love my gift guide videos to be like more of a resource center rather than just me saying it. If you have ideas, leave them down below for people. But if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave the video a like and a comment, and subscribe if you are new. It really, really helps to grow my channel, and it lets YouTube know that people are actually enjoying the videos they're watching. But even if you don't do any of that, thank you so much for watching, but I shall hopefully see you in another day of Vlogmas. Bye.